as a person, a Minnesotan who always believed a little bit at least in Minnesota nice, and also as an FBI agent who actually taught FBI agents the Fourth Amendment, the First Amendment. You know, back then, before 9/11, these things were valued. And there are ways to do this, to do effective police work, to actually help national security and still maintain civil liberties. What Ann Wright, for instance, in the and all of our military fight for. And now to see this very indiscriminate use of force, you know, of our authority to round up people is just appalling. I was not only a whistleblower about dots that were not connected before 9/11, but I was also a whistleblower about the post 9/11 roundup. And in the war fever that occurs in these times, and apparently somebody must have this going on again here in St. Paul. It's incredible, but this kind of mentality must be occurring. James Madison warned that no country can maintain its civil liberties in the midst of a continual war. And what happens over a period of time is that foreign enemy now moves back and it becomes all of us. And so in order to squash dissent, you see this repression starting. And it's an awful thing. James Madison was right about that. You know, I warned also because I saw this intimidation starting now the last few weeks. I wrote a letter to the editor in the Pioneer Press last Sunday. It was a spotlight letter with peace signs around it. And you know, you think back to that Michael Moore movie where the Peace Fresno when they're eating cookies. We are all peace lovers. You know, how can anyone assume that there would be violent, like a terrorist act amongst people whose very ideology is peace? I mean, it's mind-boggling. Now, truly, there could be some dangers lurking out there. We saw a guy recently who was kind of crazy, who went into a Unitarian church, and he wanted to shoot the liberals, okay? So that can happen, and I'm, as a former law enforcement officer, I do understand that the police need to use their common sense to look for that kind of thing, because we all want to be protected from true violence. But it is a counterproductive to go after peace lovers. It is not helping any kind of security and to waste the resources this way. Yay! Well said.